Welcome to the real streets of crime. Today, we will talk about Leon Morris, otherwise known as Clue, a South London rapper who was sent to prison for robbing a 15-year-old with an imitation firearm. 3 years and 6 months jail sentence has been given to a man who was caught with an imitation firearm in Brentford. Leon Morris, 28, of Rockingham Close, in Putney, appeared at Isleworth Crown Court on Tuesday, June 29, where he admitted possessing a firearm with intent to cause alarm and distress on January 1 this year. A count of kidnap was ordered to lie on file by the judge. Detective Inspector Craig Robson of Hounslow CID said, "This was a terrifying attack on a family who were enjoying a quiet night at home together, when they was interrupted by a knock on the door. When the door was opened, they was confronted with an angry-looking Leon Morris. Leon forced his way in the house on Trimmer Walk, near Griffin Park Football Ground, Brentford, with an imitation firearm and pointed the gun at the occupants." Morris told one of the boys' terrified parents, "What we doing here? Anyone move, they're dead." Before searching the house with a flashlight, he then told the young victim to leave with him and got into a waiting car. He was reported to be sweating and agitated as if high on some sort of substance. One of the boys in the house recognized him as a failed rapper called Clue. Morris, of Rockingham Close, Barnes, was sentenced at Isleworth Crown Court to 3.5 years in prison after pleading guilty to possession of an imitation firearm with intent to cause alarm or distress. Another charge of kidnap was left on file. Detective Inspector Craig Robson of Hounslow CID said, "This was a terrifying attack on a family who were enjoying a quiet New Year's Day at home together. People who come to Hounslow Borough with any kind of firearm need to know that my officers will find them, arrest them, and working with our colleagues from the Crown Prosecution Service will prosecute them to the full extent of the law." The boy, who cannot be named, was at his friend's house in Trimmer Walk on New Year's Day this year when Morris and another thug knocked on the front door at about 6:30 p.m. The friend's dad answered it to find Morris holding a silver gun. Sweating, the thugs told him that his son owed them money before they grabbed the victim and said they would shoot him if they called the police. However, the dad called the police half an hour later and officers launched a manhunt. The victim's friend's mobile phone rang at 8:30 p.m. as he sat in an unmarked police car, and a voice at the other end threatened to shoot the boy if they did not take £10,000 to Barnes railway station. The 15-year-old then called at 9:20 p.m., saying they were going to kill him before hanging up. But the captors later released the boy, who escaped with a bruised jaw, and police arrested Morris as he drove along Upper Richmond Road. In an interview, Leon said to the police officer, "What we doing here?" January 15th. Police arrested 2 other men over the incident, but decided to take no further action. Whilst in prison, Leon began pushing weights and flexing his muscles and continued with his thuggish behavior until he was assaulted by another inmate. Leon ran to the safety of his cell on bang, the door closed. He was removed to another unit so the inmate could not get to him. Thanks for joining us today. From the real streets of crime, please don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe. Thank you.